everybody, how are we doing today? My name is Eric. Welcome back to Q2C VR Gamer. Today, we're back in action, taking a look at a new product from a company that we've looked at before. They make some really cool stuff, and that is Hibloks. And today, we're taking a look at the Hibloks VR wall mount for the Oculus Meta Quest 2. It is an RGB LED wall-mounted charging dock. We have looked at some of their stuff before. This is the wall-mounted charging station. We have looked at a couple of things before that they have. They have the, as you can see right here, they have just the regular desk-mounted charging station with the RGB lights and the charging stand for the headset and for the controllers themselves, which are really cool. I really like it a lot. I have a couple of them here, as you can see. I use them quite a bit. But this is something a little bit different. Instead of being a stand-mounted charging dock, this is a wall-mounted unit, and I really want to take a look at it. So I reached out, bought it from Amazon, and now we're going to take a look at it. All right, let's go to the other camera, take a look at it, the unboxing, and we'll see what it's all about. Here we go. Okay, so here is the Hibloks. As you can see the name here, Hibloks. This is the wall mount VR charging stand from Hibloks. It's a decent packaged box, I can tell you that. It says high compatibility for VR headsets and controllers. So we did call it the Meta or Oculus Quest 2 charging stand, but you can actually use this for several different headsets that you might have. It has 7 different color changes of color on it on the LED RGB lighting. It's got convenient storage and charging. It's got 3 power outputs for USB-A in total on it. So, yeah, that's what it says in the box. So let's take a look. Okay, right in the box, we've got some directions for the universal wall mount. We've got some of the charging pieces that you need for the controllers. These are pretty standard with their units. Basically, you've got some rechargeable batteries that you will see in here that have little tiny ports on them for the chargers to connect to, so you can charge the rechargeable batteries as they're in the controller. We'll go more over this in a little bit. You have, looks like a self-leveling wall mount here. So you have actually like a little level on it, so you can know if you're mounting it in a level position. Very nice to have that. And let's see. Okay, so this is a it looks like one of the holders for the controller that goes on to the main unit. We'll take a look at that here in a second. The standard microfiber cloth, it has to come with everything now. The other side of the controller holder, I believe. The same type of acrylic material that you'll see with their stand-mounted charging dock, which is really nice. And you know, the RGB color goes really nice with this. It kind of like makes the whole unit glow through the acrylic. Another piece, acrylic. So this is the wall mounting, like, directional piece. This is the piece that's actually going to kind of mount onto the wall. And this is just some basic directions that'll tell you how to hang it and where your holes are going to go. So basically this is like it's like an overlay. You're going to put this on your wall. You're going to be able to mark out on your wall exactly where you want the holes to be. So it's easy for you to figure out how to mount it. Really cool. The way the charging stand and the guide is looks super smart. Really smart way to do this. Okay. Let's see. Then we have the 2 charging batteries here, rechargeable batteries. All right, so let's get rid of the box and see if we can get this thing together. Okay, let's take a look at the how the batteries work inside the controller. So basically what happens is you're going to put this magnetic piece here on the controller, and then what you'll do is these will fit inside your controller on your touch controller for your Quest. Okay, just like that. And that door slides over, so the battery goes into where the battery goes, and this new piece goes onto the controller. You get rid of your older piece because this has the access hole, and then this wire, basically, when it's ready to be charged, you know, it plugs into a standard USB. Okay, and then this just snaps over. When you put your charger in the dock, this comes over, snaps on, and it automatically starts recharging your chargeable battery in your controller, and you'll have that for both sides. Really easy to do. It's a super smart idea. They have this on pretty much all of their docking stations. This whole idea of the rechargeable battery with this little mounted piece that's on the battery that allows you to just magnetically smack on the cord to then be plugged into the USB port, and you're ready to go. So super cool idea. They've got this with pretty much all of their docking stations. It works really, really well. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to mount this. Okay, this is what's going to get mounted to your wall. Okay, so it would be mounted to your wall, something just like that. Okay, flat on your wall. And then this piece will go into this side here. You'll see the opening right there. That's going to slide in just like this, I believe. There we go. And then this piece will slide in just like this. And they are marked right and left to help you. And you're just going to want to snap them in until you kind of hear a click, okay? Because you actually have to push them quite far, and you'll hear a click when they're all the way in, and then they're pretty secure. They're not going to pop out. Then this piece, which is what the headset goes on, just slides into the middle piece here, just like this. Until you hear a little bit of a click, and then you're on. Okay, so this is what your headset sets on, and then your controllers go in here. And then we'll grab a headset here, and we'll kind of look at it and see how it goes and how it fits on there. But let's do that. Let's grab the headset. Okay, so a moment ago we talked about the controllers and what they look like when you have the pieces on them. I'll show you now. I have these already on another set of controllers that I have on the other charging station, the stand charging station. And you can see how I mean, where they just kind of stick through, the magnetic piece just sticks through the battery compartment, and then it just kind of magnets on when you're ready to do it. Okay, so how this is going to work is you're going to have a USB-C port right here, okay? And you're going to plug your USB-C cable to the USB-C port, all right? And then what you're going to have is you're going to have these charging cables for the controllers, the controller batteries, and you can see when they're powered, they glow blue, which is kind of cool. Okay, so when you have this powered up, you're going to have the USB-C cable coming in. You're going to have the two cables connecting the controller charging cords on each side. Again, they will glow blue when you know they're plugged in correctly, okay? And then now the whole unit is powered up. You can just hit the power button here on the top, and then you can see it's starting to glow, okay? And it's in its changing of color right now, because it actually will, you can have it stay on one color, or you can have it change from different color to different color. And right now it's in its cycle of going to different colors, which looks amazing, by the way. From the other camera, you can see I have many of these different types of controller, these controller and headset stands, and I have two of them with my setup right now, and I absolutely love them because they look great. It's a great way to hold the headset, charge the headset, and they look fantastic. All right, so how these are going to go on? Basically, you're just going to drop your controller in, just like that. Let's do it this way so you'll be able to see it a little bit better. And then your charging plug will just clip on. All right, and now it's on, it's clipped, it's ready to go. And then the other side, your controller, just going to slide in just like that. And then your magnetic charging cord is going to just do the same thing. It's going to pop right on. And now both controllers are charging, and now you just need your headset, right? You do have a third port down here to charge your headset, by the way. You'll have another USB-A to USB-C cable, and you'll be able to charge your headset when it's sitting on here as well from this stand. So again, these are going to slide in just like this. Each charging cable snaps on like I just showed you. Just like that. Now you're charging. Now we just need to grab a headset. All right, so this is it. This will be just mounted directly on the wall, just as you see here. And you can hang your headset from that piece, okay, with pretty much any head strap that you want, okay? It'll just hang right on there for you. And then you'll plug in the USB-A to USB-C cable, your extra one, and that's how you'll charge your headset. But each controller is being charged right now. It's very clean, very easy. And it looks really good with the RGB lighting. This is a really cool thing for the wall. If you just want a spot where you're going to be able to put your headset, where you can get it out of the way, where it'll look sharp, doesn't take up a lot of space, this is a great unit for that. The Hibloks wall mount RGB LED stand for your virtual reality headset. It'll fit a variety of different headsets, but you know, most people are going to be using the MetaQuest too. But looks really good. I love the colors. The acrylic really shows the colors really, really well. And the charging with these little magnetic charging, they're perfect. They really are. Now, people are going to ask me, they've asked me all the time, I have grips on my controller, what do I do? So I have grips on my controller also. I have several different controllers with different grips, and what I do, I just notch out a hole in the grips, and then, you know, it can go right through. So basically, it'll look like this when you put your grips on. When you have your grips on, you'll still have access to the battery access. So you can just still clip it on, and you're ready to go, just like that. It'll kind of go through there like that, and then that'll go on. Nice, easy way for it to fit. It looks really good. It looks really sharp. That's the Hibloks $55.99 charging stand. Let's take a look now real quick at the web page for Amazon, and I'll show you a little bit about it and how you can order it. Okay, let's take a look at the Amazon site for this now, for the Hibloks VR wall mount for the Meta Oculus Quest 2 RGB LED VR stand. You can use it for more than just the Meta Quest 2, of course, like we've talked about. You can use it for several different headsets. Anything that will any basic headset will fit on here. And it kind of gives you a picture here of, you know, the different colors and what it'll look like when it's mounted on the wall. And as you can see, it looks really, really sharp with especially all the different colors. I was showing you it under all of my lights that I shoot with, do all my recording with, so it doesn't look as good as you would probably expect. Here's just a close-up view, kind of like what we looked at. You can see it has the headset different than what I had it. It looks like they had it in the correct position. I had it upside down. I guess it doesn't really matter how you have it. Probably upside down would make a little bit more sense than I had it, but because it's probably easier to plug in that way. But however it fits best for you, I think you could do it both ways. But you can see how the controllers go in. It looks really smooth. It looks really sharp. Yeah, and it looks really good. Here is some of the showing you some of the acrylics, how they work with the RGBs, and showing you plugged into the wall, showing you where you mount your headset. And then this will show you a little bit about the charging ports that you can see on the back of it, a little bit about the design, how it works. We kind of went over all this, but this is a good way for you to take a look at it. And then, a little bit more about the LED switching, short press for power on, extended press for power off, double click from mode switch, which is how you switch modes from your different your color variations. You have different color gradients, and then you can have it fade. 7 color variations. Choose one color light and on in gradient. Short press for color change. Light on one color. Short press for color change for the monochrome constant light. And again, we'll show you what the constant light looks like. Again, really sharp. $55.99 on Amazon. It's these charging stations are not cheap, but $55.99 for a wall-mounted charging dock that's going to charge your headset and your battery, and make it look good is a good price. I think they're all about probably the same. I like this one because it gives you a spot. If you don't have a desk spot, not everybody has room in their VR space for a desk or a table, or they don't want to have it somewhere. They want to have it up where it's away from a pet or whatever. This is a great idea. If you have wall space where you can mount it somewhere near an outlet, preferably, so you can plug it in, that makes a whole bunch of sense to me. It's just a really good idea. And this is one of the first ones I've seen for the wall-mounted unit that I really, really like. I like the idea of the wall-mounted unit. I think it's really neat to be able to wall-mount these and get them up out of the way. And as you can see with my setup and my background, I really like the looks of it. All right, so $55.99 Amazon. They have them available right now. Okay, here you guys can see it. The Hiblok wall-mounted charging dock for $55.99. Really like it. I like it a lot. You can see I love the stand-mounted charging docks. The wall mount is going to be perfect. I'm looking forward to figuring out a spot where I can put this. I really definitely like it. I like Hibloks. They do a good job with these stands. I would definitely recommend them. $55.99 on Amazon. You can get it right now. I will leave a link in the description of this video. It's an affiliate link, so if you click on that link, it won't cost you anything extra, but it does help the channel if you buy it through that link, and we would greatly appreciate it. All right, let's wrap this up, and let me just say the Hiblok stuff is really, really good. I liked a lot of their different materials, a lot of their different stuff that they use. I think it's all high quality. I've gone through pretty much all of it right now. Pretty much everything they have, from controller grips to the other docking stations that they have, and their facial fans. They have a facial interface fan to keep your face cool and to stop fogging in your headset. I've tried all these. I've gone through pretty much all of them. I bought this one myself so I could take a look at it, and I can tell you that I'm really happy with it. I really like the way they do these things. I think they're well made. You can't really go wrong with this one. So I'm going to say 2 thumbs up for me. Hiblok's wall-mounted charging station. If you're in the market for a wall-mounted charging station, or if you're in the market for any charging station, keep this one in mind if you're thinking about a wall-mounted unit, because I think this is one you'd probably want to look at. All right, guys, that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. We would appreciate it. If you can, also make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and make sure, if you are, that you hit the notification bell. If you don't hit the notification bell, you don't know when we go live. You don't know when we drop new content. All right, guys, that is it for me. We'll be back with another one soon. Take it easy.